Hey, it's Dawn Andrews, and on this episode of Celebrate Columbus.
Hey, wait. I know you used to be the Q-Mix morning show host, but
Right.
do you mind if I do it?
No, I'm a mic hog, but you can have it.
Okay. On this episode, we talked to Dawn Andrews of garb2ART. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Celebrate Columbus show. My name is Josh Burnett, and as you can see, we've got a special guest with us today. We are going to be talking about an exciting business, small business here in Columbus. You might have seen this face or heard this voice before, and I'm really excited to have you on the show. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to Columbus, and we'll talk about your company.
Thank you for having me, first of all. And I'm Dawn Andrews, for those of you who don't know, and I own garb2ART Cosmetics. We are a handmade cosmetic company that has a knack for recycling. So one cool thing is, since the beginning, we've kept about 8 tons out of U.S. landfills. That is the truth. Wow. And all of that has come from Columbus. So not that that's bad, but I think any town, you could go to the smallest town in the United States and easily find 8 tons worth of items that could be reused. A lot of those are tires, so the
that's
tire's
where you got
pretty
the name
heavy.
from, right? Garb2ART.
Yeah, when I started, we weren't doing cosmetics at all. When I started, I had just had my 5th child, and my husband and I didn't really get out and do much. So I started taking records and melting them and twisting them and making cool signs and things. So I was just garb2ART. And then I got this epiphany to make this cool lip gloss, and that's when it turned into garb2ART Cosmetics, in a nutshell. Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a good chance that you might have worn this before or seen someone in Columbus with it, but just in case you haven't, please watch the show. You're going to learn a lot about garb2ART, so let's get into the show. What makes garb2ART a unique cosmetic company?
I think the thing that makes it unique, one, the aspect of recycling. I don't know too many other cosmetic companies, especially if you get into really big cosmetic lines, that take it as seriously as we do. In the future, we have some ideas for packaging that'll be made out of recycled material. Some of our displays are, which is really kind of taboo in the cosmetic world. People don't think about making a lip gloss display or a soap display out of an old computer that has been gutted and spray painted and kind of looks very streetwear and art and cool. So that's one thing that makes us different. The other thing, we hand make our items, and we work really close with a lot of cancer centers. So for instance, if we find that a lot of patients are asking for a certain scent, a lot of times when patients are going through chemo, they want a citrusy scent. Yeah. We'll make sure that we do that. So we have items that we do all the time, but different cancer centers, patients, customers that come in and we know that they need things, we make those and we do what they want. And I've been kind of, people have said to me a lot of times, you can't make money that way, but if this was just about making money, I would have stopped a long time ago. So it's really about, garb2ART is about raising some awareness and just overall making a difference for people. It's what we try to do.
It seems like you're deeply connected to this mission.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that come from?
I think some things are just embedded in your DNA. I love helping people, and one of the interesting things, the soap and poofs, when I started this business, I had just had 2 cancer surgeries. My dad passed away. And then a few months after that, I told Scott, I'm going to quit my job and do this full time. And I'm quite certain he thought that I had jumped off the deep end. But I am a very spiritual person, and I prayed about it a lot. And I just really felt led to do this. I thought I could make a difference. And our soap and poofs, kind of to get back to your original question, my dad made sip and puff machines for paraplegic people. And he did them out of just very few items that he had. He didn't have any funding, and he would install those for nothing. He just wanted to help people. So at the last market that I did in Atlanta, Scott and I were looking at the soap, and Scott said, oh my gosh, your dad made sip and puff machines. You should call these soap and poofs. So we did. So it's kind of cool how I think my dad really wanted to help people, and he is definitely 50% of me. So yeah. I think it's cool. He died at a young age, and hopefully I can do like some of the things that he thought about through this and just kind of carry on some of that.
So who is garb2ART for?
Garb2ART is for anyone that takes a shower. That's just,
Anyone,
that's the
anyone.
bottom line. If you step in a tub, if you take a shower, it's for you.
Do you have any ideal customers though, or because I know like my
Yeah.
wife loves your products.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah.
Ideal customer, I think that most women, and we have a few men that walk in our store, are probably my age, and then a lot of our buyers too, 30s to 40s, and then a lot of women in their 50s and 60s love our lip gloss. So I would say 30 plus for sure, women. Men are slowly coming around, but I think for men to buy a soap with a poof on it is not the most manly thing. So it's taken some time, but yeah, women for sure.
It seems like, and with some of your products, I mean, it can be, for somebody really young or,
Yes.
someone older. It doesn't really matter what age you are.
Right.
I mean, it seems like some of these products can be really fun and others, they just enhance your look or whatever.
Right. And that's one of the things that we try to do is take an everyday bath product and make it a little more fun, make it a little more natural, and just make it different to where people stop and look, oh my gosh, that's an ice cream cone.
Right.
There's a poof attached. My 5-year-old would love this. And it's natural, so it's good for her.
Yeah.
And it's handmade. So that's something that we do too, is we really try to be a little different. And I think we are.
Yeah.
Maybe too different sometimes, but people are coming around slowly.
Well, they know who you are and what you're about, and I think that differentiating factor is very important, right?
It is. In the grand scheme of the masses and larger stores purchasing, that takes a little bit. Most people tend to shy away or be a little bit scared of someone who started out making lip gloss in her kitchen or who started out making soap in their kitchen. But I think that we're going on 4 years now, and so I think that people have seen, gosh, they are serious. They really do know how to make great products. Let's try this out.
What are some exciting things coming up with garb2ART?
We have a couple of really good things. The soap and poof, the fact that it will be a registered trademark is really cool. When you Google things for Columbus, Indiana, and soap and lip gloss, we've trademarked lip garb, nail garb, soap and poof. And that's kind of a big deal, just to know that when everything that we send out, and we even ship to Canada to show that it was handmade in Columbus, Indiana, and that we have those trademarks, I think that's exciting for Columbus. The other thing, I won't mention the store, but we have a pretty large chain that's looking at us. They're in a couple of different countries in here, and clearly if I said the name, everyone would know who they were.
Right.
I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah, no, I hear
And
you.
it may not happen. I think that that's one of the things about this business is you really get excited, and things don't always happen. But out of all of the soap and cosmetics in the world, they ask to see ours, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really showing that there's you've got something really special here that can not only be something local but worldwide.
Yeah, it could be. We ship to Canada quite a bit now.
Right.
And I really want to get on the West Coast a little more because I
Okay.
think we're such a good fit. So if I can fill in the gap there, and gosh, yeah, if this happens, it'll definitely be big for us. Yep.
This episode of the #Celebrate Columbus show is sponsored by Hoosier Brokers. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Look no farther than Hoosier Brokers. They're great at helping you search for the right home and finding you a buyer for your house. They'll give you a first-class client experience, and they're locally owned and operated. Tell Hoosier Brokers I sent you. They'll be happy to help.
All right, we're back here at the #Celebrate Columbus show. I'm really excited. We've been talking to Dawn Andrews of garb2ART, and we are doing a new segment called If You Only Knew, where I'm just going to rapid fire some questions. First
Okay.
things that comes to mind. All right, you ready for this?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. One word to describe yourself.
Creative.
Favorite food.
I only, I have to pick one. Oh gosh, sushi.
Okay. What's your secret talent?
My secret talent.
Yes.
I don't know. I've never really, I don't know that I have a secret talent.
That's
I can
okay.
roll my tongue.
You can roll your tongue.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
What's one of your guilty pleasures?
Gosh, chocolate, probably.
What's
These are harder than the other ones.
What makes you happy?
My family.
Characteristic you most value in others?
Compassion.
Who's one person in Columbus that you'd like to celebrate?
One person in Columbus I would like to celebrate is probably my husband.
And tell the audience who your husband is and why you'd celebrate him.
Scott Andrews. He, it's really interesting. He has started a new business for himself, and he's just solid. He does all of my legal work. He takes the brunt of me, the girls, and he just doesn't really get a lot of recognition, probably.
So he's a lawyer here in town?
Yes, he is, yeah.
What's the name of his law office?
Andrews Law. Really simple, you can't forget it.
All right. One of your most embarrassing moments?
I embarrass myself all the time. My most embarrassing, gosh, probably something during childbirth, I'm sure. Oh, I do know my most embarrassing. Okay. When we had Maggie, I had an epidural, and I just said, give me more, give me more. She's the fifth one. I deserve to feel nothing.
Yes.
So in the end, I was so numb, I couldn't move. Scott had to try to carry me from one bed to the other. And it was like carrying you and I together. And I was embarrassed because it was embarrassing. That's all I can say.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Who's your childhood celebrity crush?
Oh gosh, I would say Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker?
Absolutely, yeah, I was a Star Wars fan all the way. I memorized my address in elementary just to get R2-D2 stickers. Perfect. That's the truth. I did.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. What is the mission of garb2ART?
garb2ART's mission is to recycle, to raise awareness, and just overall to make a difference. It's really pretty simple, but that is the mission. Just to make a difference in our community, in the world as a whole, and definitely in people's lives who use our products.
How do you think that makes a positive difference in the world and in our community?
I think clearly the recycling piece is kind of obvious, but one thing that I do that I don't hit on a lot is a lot of teachers ask me to come to their classes and to talk to students. And growing up at times, I was definitely the oddball. I was creative. I was a free spirit. And I think it's so important for kids to know that when I started this, I was taking ketchup bottles, records, twisting them, making art. And then all of a sudden I said, oh, let's combine this with a cosmetic company. And it was, it's like putting a pickle in ice cream. It really doesn't go together. But we did it and it works. And I think I think the biggest difference that I can make at an early age is letting people know that it doesn't matter how weird your idea is. If you believe it, if you love it, if you're willing to follow through, it can work. And so not to really worry about what people say, if you're made fun of, if you get judged, just do it. That's really it for me.
Well, Dawn, this has been so awesome having
Thank
you
you.
on the #CelebrateColumbus show. I feel like we've learned a lot about you, about garb2ART, your local business. Where is that located?
927 Washington Street.
All right, perfect.
Yep.
And it sticks out. The building is very unique, correct?
It sticks out. It does. It's a nice periwinkle. I guess that's what color it is. Purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sticks out really well.
Okay,
Yep.
great. So in case you're looking for garb2ART, that's where you can find it. Before we end today's show, we're going to give you an opportunity to ask the audience any question you want.
Okay.
Okay?
Without looking, okay?
All right.
And this is for everyone in the room. Tell me what's in your lotion that you use, or aftershave, or conditioner. Tell me what's in it right now.
That is a stumper.
Right?
What is in your
Lotion. Yeah.
That's a great question.
Just think about that. What's in it?
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for asking that. Hey, don't look, but make sure to answer in the comments below if you know, or if you don't know, hey, tell her the truth.
That's
Maybe
okay.
You don't know. The cool thing about garb2ART is that you know every single thing that's in there.
I do. The reason I ask that is our body butter, which is a lotion, it has 4 ingredients.
Wow.
You can read them all, you know what they are. If you don't know, you probably shouldn't be using it. Bottom line.
Good point.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching another edition of the #CelebrateColumbus show. Thank you, Dawn, for being on the show
Thank you so
today.
much.
Hey, you guys keep asking questions. We'll keep celebrating Columbus together.
Sure.